Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're jumping right into something that honestly might look incredibly basic at first glance, but actually holds the fundamental keys to the mechanics of the English language. We're going on a mission to deconstruct a seemingly simple 11-word phonetic puzzle. We'll be taking a standard rhyming worksheet, but we're going to look at it entirely through the lens of language mechanics, breaking down exactly how it tests our brain's ability to process and manipulate sound.
Okay, let's dive right into this by focusing on the golden rule of our source document. The whole challenge hinges on this single powerful number, finding exactly 3 rhyming words for every single target word presented. You know, it's not just about finding one lucky pair of words that sound alike, it's about generating a consistent pattern of sound repetition over and over again.
This right here illustrates our starting point perfectly. It's a quality-approved worksheet from Twinkl, and these materials are explicitly designed to test foundational language mechanics in a highly structured way. So this isn't just some random list of words. It's a carefully curated educational tool meant to really assess phonetic awareness.
And the absolutely crucial point is right here in the core instructions. The text reads, "For each of the words below, find 3 rhyming words." This specific command means we aren't just finding one match to check a box. No way. We are building entire sound families. It practically forces you to stretch way beyond your first instinct and dig deep into your vocabulary to find multiple phonetic clones.
Before we actually break down the individual words, I want to challenge you directly. As we go through this explainer, can you act as an active participant? Think about it. With 11 base words and 3 rhymes required for each, that is 33 empty slots we are about to explore. I want you to try and mentally generate the answers and fill those 33 blank spaces as we hit each phonetic structure. Section 1. Tackling short A and E.
Now, what's really interesting here is how we can look at the first 5 words and instantly group them into targeted sound families. We've got our short A words, cat and man, and our short E words, pen, bed, and bell. By isolating them like this, we can see exactly what phonetic muscles the worksheet is targeting first.
Starting right at the top with our very first word, cat. I want you to mentally strip away that initial C sound. Okay, you're left with that core at sound. Now your task is to mentally find 3 new starting consonants to attach to that at core. Think about how your mouth forms that short ass sound. How quickly can you populate those 3 numbered lines?
This is brilliant because it highlights the subtle shift in our mouths when we transition between vowel sounds. Look at the word man versus the word pen. Both words end in that identical nasal end consonant sound, right? But to generate rhymes for man, you have to lock in that short A, while for pen, you have to completely pivot to the short E. It requires a total mental shift in your rhyming strategy, even with those matching endings.
Next up in the short E category is bed. Once again, challenge yourself right now. Visualize those 3 empty lines just waiting for new starting consonants. You need 3 distinct words that perfectly lock in that ed sound structure.
We finish off the short E family with bell. Notice how this word introduces a double consonant ending from our source list. It's still a short vowel, sure, but the visual structure is slightly different. Push yourself to find 3 really fast rhymes for this L ending to complete this part of the challenge.
Section 2. Solving short O and U.
Notice the sheer economy of these vowel representations. Out of the entire document, we literally only have 2 words representing the short O and short U sounds, dog and bun. The worksheet doesn't linger here at all. It simply checks to ensure these 2 vital vowel sounds are mastered before moving right along.
Let's isolate the first one, dog. The og sound is incredibly common in the English language. Take a second and mentally fill these 3 blank lines right now. Think of the starting consonants that just snap right into place before that og sound.
And that brings us to bun. Actually, scratch that. I'm going to pause for just a second here to let you actively generate your 3 unrhymes. Really think about it. Finding one is super easy, but generating 3? That requires you to scan your internal dictionary. Get those 3 words locked into your mind before we kick up the difficulty.
Section 3. Long vowels and complex sounds.
Okay, let's dive into the absolute trickiest part of the list. This is where the vowel sounds stretch out and the phonetic structures become much more complex than our earlier 3-letter words. Our targets from the text are hair, ring, snake, and meat. These words introduce entirely new rules for generating rhymes.
Let's start with snake. Notice that silent E at the end that forces the A to be a long vowel sound.
Because of the structural shift, making that long A sound makes filling these three blanks a slightly harder mental puzzle. You are no longer just swapping out single letters, you're matching a multi-letter phonetic pattern.
Now, what's really fascinating here is the contrast between our remaining complex vowels. On one hand, we've got the R-controlled ending in hair, where the R fundamentally changes how the vowels sound. On the other hand, we have the long E team found in meat, where the E and the A are working together to make a single sound. Rhyming these requires a deep, intuitive understanding of English spelling variations.
We'll wrap up the individual word challenges by focusing on the classic ing sound in the word ring. This is a foundational suffix and sound cluster. I urge you to dig deep and find those final 3 rhyming matches for ring to complete your mental worksheet. The whole shebang.
Section 4, Mastering the Rhyme Puzzle. So the crucial point to take away from all this is how this simple 11-word list is actually a meticulously crafted phonetic workout distributed across these 3 distinct sound categories. It leans heavily on the foundational short A and E sounds with 5 words, tests the short O and U with 2 words, and then aggressively pushes boundaries with 4 complex sound structures. It is highly calculated. By systematically breaking down each sound and actively participating throughout this explainer, you've just conceptually conquered all 33 blank spaces required by the original document. You didn't just read the words, you totally deconstructed the linguistic mechanics required to solve the puzzle.
Which leaves us with this final thought. We've just spent time pulling apart what looks like a basic rhyming worksheet to reveal the complex phonetic framework underneath. Now that you've flexed these mental muscles, how easily can you recognize these invisible sound structures in the words you use every single day? Keep your ears open, and you'll absolutely start hearing these fascinating phonetic patterns everywhere.